Right, you lovely tubers. Right, finished another day again. Monday's done. And we're in heavy traffic. What's going on? Just thought I'd go home a different way tonight. Getting a bit... Nice just to have a change. They all know how to use the horns round here. And that Lafina, an absolutely lovely place for cakes and coffee if you want it. Barlamore Road this. And that's the one thing I'd say about this bike. It is a lovely, nippy little bike. It's dead light in the bends. So it's like variety's the spice of life, isn't it, people? So, go down the bottom here actually. The laundrette used to be a really nice little restaurant. Still there, probably. There it is. The laundrette. I say down here, very posh down here. If you've never been down, there's some nice little cafes and bars, and then there's the bowling green further round. And I think what we'll do right here. I think the average price of like these little tiny houses is about 450,000 quid. It's crazy. So we could actually see that van who's honking up, all of them going down a bus lane. All of them will end up with tickets. And this is again what they're doing here. They're probably making stupid cycle paths and destroying the whole road. This is what... Oh no, it's... Drains have failed. Apologies. Even twats like that, they're absolutely untrue. This is one of the reasons why I don't come in this way and don't go out this way. It's just horrendous. And they've actually opened it up now, so the road's open on the other side. I've done a video where showing you this road here on the right hand side. So it's gone from single lane from dual lane to single. What we like for standing up. I'll tell you what, it's not that brilliant for standing up on people. Considering it's a scrambler, you're quite far forward on it. I haven't tried that yet. So I think a set bar rise is in need. I want to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something for I'm going to do this for one of our gym. I rode out with to Wales. Lovely guy. Got the BMW 1200. He don't like technology, but he's got more technology on that BMW 1200 than most most 1250s have. So Jim, I'm gonna go down where you lived, where you were born, mate. And I think what I'll do, I'll do this. I can't. Yeah, I'll have to come in this way. Normally, where you turn, you go further up there, and there's a shop up there, and you turn right off the Chester Road. But we'll go in the side road into this is Sandy Lane, people. This again at one time was very well to do, and we do a left into. Tell you now. It's gone right out my mind, the name of the estate that's on, but I'm sure we'll find it in here. So Elm Drive, so Jim will know Elm Drive. And I had one of me now Jim I think was up there, Cherry Tree Walk. This is where, for you Jim, when I was saying about, I used to come here a lot. My very best friend at school, a lad called Barry Rayner. This is an old council estate. It's actually, believe it or not, the houses are nice inside. So Barry lived in that house there, a nice corner house. They may not look brilliant on the outside, but they're actually quite nice inside. They're quite big. So we'll just go round where Jim was talking about. I'll know it when I see it. And this is where I said to him, it's a big circle. Now you'd normally come in from the left here, from this roundabout. So you'd go there and turn left, and the shop's down there on the left. So he said, you come in here. Let's see if I can find it. Ash Grove. I can't think of the name of it, Jim. Walnut Walk. Beach Walk. Was it Beach Walk? I think it may have been Beach Walk. Where he was at. Remind me, Jim, anyway, if you watch, this is out for you. I probably missed it. I think it was Beach Walk. You was down there. So anyway, this is that little estate. As I say, it's quite a nice little estate, to be honest. And I think what I'll do, I'll take you where I used to live, because I live up in I lived in Stretford, so I'm a person that went from living in a semi to what people call council houses, and I've got absolutely no issues with that at all, because I love the house I'm in. Been in it a long time. Your home is your castle, people. And Manor Road. Again, another couple of friends of mine live down here. Just slightly in the back estate. Phil and Wendy Duckett. They live in New Zealand. They certainly done the right thing moving out of Britain. And I wish I'd have done it. And Phil was my best man many, many years ago to my first wife. I lived down there, turn there and turn right. Phil lived down there. And he's done very well. They've both done very well for themselves. Very nice people as well. And I tell you what, people, these bikes are good scramblers, because you go over these these sleeping policemen for fun. So this is known as Seven Ways. How can you road ahead closed? What road is closed? And they make these stupid. Look at these. What they've done on the roundabouts. They're absolutely, utterly retarded. The people now that run the roads. So this is the area. The Melville people will know that. I forget what brand of beer it done, but it wasn't very tasty. Unless she was an alka. And this is Barton Road. Bloody hell. And they've even got now, even look at this, not average speed cameras up here. Shame people just don't come out like London and cut them down. So this is where I was in effect brought up from being 3 years old. And mine was Castleton Avenue, which is just on the left here. And when my parents, and again now when we go back to people with money and owning things, my parents bought this in about 1940s. Now that was our old house there, 17 Castleton Avenue. And I wonder if you can still get up. So many a days I'd have my motocross bikes and I'd be ripping up these roads here. Go down Ashbourne Road and then you carry on up here till you get to Lostock Park. And then we'd be in Lostock Park. I wonder if the actual, let's see if we can still go up that little dirt path. Be nice if any of the people that used to know me that still watch the videos and remember this. So this is, you know, me being a kid and a teenager. This is where we had our fun. Now in the days I'd have turned in there on the bike into Lostock Park there and then just whizzed it across the grass. But we don't do that now we're older. And then there used to be another entrance there onto the bowling green. That's probably gone. And then there was another entrance at the top, which was a dirt path. With all the fields. I wonder if it's still there. Oh, it's still a path. So we'd whiz up here. Let's go down here and have a look. This was an old path that we used to take. Do you know, this brings back memories. And this would take you onto Barton Road, and before all the likes of the Trafford Centre was built, this is where we went to do motocross and having our fun. I wonder if we can still get through. There was a big drop, and these were the meadow walls. So, oh, they've gated them up now. So inside here, oh my God, inside here, people, there used to be tracks inside there, where we used to go round with the motocross bikes and race round. And in that side, and then they ended up horses. And then this is the back of Quicko. None of this existed. This used to be a train line. So this used to be the train line that went to Kellogg's. So it's now a footpath. That'd be maybe worth going up one day, trying that. So at least I can get down it. And I also had, when I was younger, I had a racing cart. And we used to race up and down this road on that racing cart. So that's a bit of history about what I'd done as a kid. And in fact, I'm going to go across where my father worked for. The last place he worked was for P&O Roadways, but he was contracted into Air Products from P&O Roadways, and this is the estate, the old estate. So my father used to work down here, and the P&O Roadways depot used to be at the bottom. Don't know whether it's still there now, what's happened, or is it opened up again to another, or it's still going, I don't know. All this down here used to be a steelworks. Used to be like British Steel. All gone now, these have all been knocked down. My God, this has changed a lot from what it was. Don't recognise it at all, people. Yeah, this went into a yard which was yep, completely gone. So that used to be inside there, people. That used to be P&O Roadways depot. So that's it. Do you know, it's for me as well, so I can go back. That road didn't exist. That was blocked off. All of that's a new road. None of this existed. And they used to, on the corner here, where we come in here on this, where this building is, that used to be a company called Winds, and Winds were very heavy haulage. So where you see nowadays, where you see all of these wagons carrying the likes of you see them taking the likes of the wind turbines and things like that, or quarry wagons. That's what Winds used to do. And then we're back on Barton Dock Road, and Barton Dock Road again wasn't like this at all. That's what I mean. I wish really when I was young I would have actually been interested in photography and took pictures of all this, because when you get old it's too late. You know, you've missed the boat, people. Because I think that's what it is with YouTube now. YouTube is, people love it because they're seeing things that they would have never normally seen. And that's a point. I need to check that as well, because I've got a flashing light on there on my fuel, so I don't know if my fuel's running out. So none of this existed up here on the right hand side. This actually used to all be part of Massey Ferguson's tractors, and on the left hand side it used to be the OCL container base, where them trains coming up to the container base collected all the containers and then took them back out through Trafford Park to the docks or where they went. Now that yard has been moved, so that container base has been moved behind Manchester United's football ground. And I think what we're going to do as well, Oh, I haven't got a Costco card anymore, otherwise I could have got some, mind you. Could just do with just double checking and putting some go-go juice in the bike. And we're back on This is Barton Road again. So we cut all of this out by that little lane. Right, now these are rip-off merchants here. So let's just see what fuel is here. Put our stand down and let's top her up. Now the one thing I don't like on it, I don't actually like. Oh, we push back a bit that then, and we're going to put some new juice in this. It's going to get the good stuff. This will be even dearer, but good tank of this. I don't like the ignition key on the side of it like the old bikes, because I could imagine if you someone could quite easily steal that out of the ignition when you were stopped. So I think she was in need of a drink, people. And bloody hell, how much is it here? 150 a litre here. What a rip-off. What an absolute rip-off. But that's life, isn't it? That's life on the motorcycle lanes. See you in a second. Again, another road full of speed cameras, people, just to let you know if you ever come down it. Straight off the Corrington Spur going into Partington. And I've got to say, I'm quite impressed with the DJI Action 4 camera. It is without doubt much better than the GoPros. Well, it was better than my GoPro 9 Black, without doubt. Just the battery life on it is untrue. It's just lasts a long time. The way it deals with the memory cards as well. The way it loads the files up seems to be a bit easier to work with. And this is it sometimes, it's just nipping on these roads home that you just enjoy more. There's one of the miserable tax collecting scumbag cameras that they've got up. Like I say, it'd be nice to see people start cutting all them buggers down now, getting rid of them. I was watching a tuber today who's leaving Britain, and it's, you know, it's great if you're in that area that you can afford to leave it, that you can sell up and you can take your pensions across and disappear. So he's going to Cyprus. And it, you know, in some respects, it's like you think he's right. He's going there. It's warmer, but when you really looked at it, he had five reasons why he's leaving Britain, and literally leaving is handing his passport in. So he's migrating. So it'd be quite hard to come back. And the way this country is now, it's like I say, you can't just blame the commie that's in now, because Sunak and all that tribe of morons have done, from Blair, have done so much damage to this country now. It's just, I think it's beyond repair. It's like Rome, people. Rome had its day and then it burnt down. Nero's there with the fiddle. The only difference is the fiddle is the likes of they should be called the fiddlers, really, not the fiddlers, the ones that are robbing British taxpayers of every penny they have to give away. But I think myself, if he had enough, could he actually pack up and go somewhere else? Somewhere would he go? And it's that, you know, it'd be that fear of, and it's one of them things. You people that leave here. There's one of the riders. He's like me. He's had an heart attack. I forgot his name now. And I think he's in Albania or somewhere like that, or Bulgaria. And he loves it, but it is a completely different way of life. But they've got medical treatment. He's got better land. He's not taxed the way you're taxed there. And amazing rides that he's got out there. But it's one of them things when you've spent your whole life in a country that you love, because I do love England, I do love Britain. I just don't like the morons that run it. I just think they're absolutely vile, dishonest, retarded morons that, for me, deserve locking up, and every asset they own. And that going, I could even go to Blair, I'd take every asset he had. If I could run this country, I'd take every asset him and every member of his family owned, and I'd put it back in the tax pot, and I'd make that arsehole work in a mine until he died. He's a war criminal anyway, and as far as I'm concerned, my view is Britain shouldn't be going out using our weapons in any way, shape or form in or on any other country. We should build our weapons and our army to defend this land, nowhere else. But that's my view, so every one of you will have your own. But as I say, it's just, I do really feel sorry for the younger generation. You can see the more and more communist this state is going, with locking everything down and telling you what you can and can't do in the aid of safety. I was watching as well, that's what I was watching when I got home last night, when I was copying my data across from the ride out. 4 police officers going through Wales and a biker again, watching them, the way they were riding, how these people are excellent riders. Using the full road, staying in the right hand side of the road all the way around the bends. You know, you're being taught to stick in the middle of the road there when you're going around bends. Anything coming the other way that's gone on the opposite side of the road is going to kill you. It's absolutely retarded. If a police officer told me to ride like that, I'd tell him to stick up his jacks. Look at the road ahead, but give yourself space to move wherever you want to go. It's different, you know, it's different when you're riding these bikes and you're riding them at speed. If you wanted to ride bikes at speed down the roads, then it becomes a completely different ball game altogether. You then have to pick your wits on what way that road is going and really find your straightest route through when you're racing, like TT racers. They'll find the shortest path, and that's what you have to do when you're racing on a bike. But when you're riding like we are now, your safest place in the world to be is in the middle of the road here, so you can move either way. Someone pulls out on you from the left, you can move to the right. Someone pulls out on you from the right, overtaking on the other side, you can move to the left. It's there's some nonsensical teaching going on for bike riding now. And I'm toying with doing the advanced licence. I'd not do the police one, but I'll do the advanced one and see how that goes. Because I'm not being funny, people. I've been riding 50 years and I've done alright so far. So, and Is it bonfire? Is it November the 5th today? Or the 4th? They've got a thing, haven't they? They've got there's something big on as well today. I forgot what it is. Pardon me, bit of cold air. As I say, this bike, you know, even at night, that clock, it's like people give it grief in the day about that clock on this bike being poor. It's brilliant at night. That's well clear. Like I said on one of them, they could do with that, adding a few little bits to it. Would help it along. But let's just hope the motorcycle industry survives. You know. It's getting hard for every business now. And the way they've been taxed with national insurance, capital gains tax, inheritance tax, it just shows you the actual incompetent people you've got in charge. People who want to buy, I think people who want to buy something like, and there'll be people out there who some of the houses, when you see me go past some of these houses and they're going like affordable houses, they're £350,000, £400,000, and two wages will be buying that house, young people, maybe over a 40-year mortgage, and now they've added to like a £400,000 mortgage about £11,000 capital gains tax. But the likes of Starmer, he's not going to get taxed. He's got a stately home, that little cretin. I wonder if he'll get taxed on his. In fact, let the government tax him straight away. What's going on here? This is work starts here 21st to the 4th of September. Oh, they're doing work. Where? Oh right. I wonder why they've turned off the. That's very strange. That's a few times now I've been over. I wonder why they've turned off the toll road, because it's a private company, that, unless it's been bought out. Well, should have come this way, should I? And the thing is, really difficult to overtake here. Really. Well, reminders not to go over this bridge again. Not until it's done anyway. And I was actually saying about this, are they painting it? I think they're actually doing repairs to it at last. In my whole lifetime I've never seen a repair done on this bridge. And I've been going over that since I was 8 years old with my father and my uncles. That's untrue. Yeah, it's proper busy this, people. We're going to turn it off until we come out of here.